public meltdown that has been going on from Drake ever since the aftermath of the Kendrick beef has only been getting worse and worse with each passing moment that we're watching the dust settle and see how Drake is coping with the entire situation. And while embarrassing songs like Drake's Hey There Delilah parody were painstaking enough, for Drake, he isn't just trying to gain some sort of ground back in the rap game right now by releasing more music and trying to win over any sort of goodwill he can from people, but also in this very moment, Drake just came out and straight up dissed Kendrick Lamar again, but not musically this time, but with an Instagram post which shows off Drake at what looks like his son Adonis's soccer game. But beyond Drake just using these photos in an attempt to reverse the damage of the narratives that Kendrick tried to get across on his diss tracks, he also captioned the post, "Goats don't worry about one-trick ponies," and this is what has everyone talking right now, because considering everything going on, this is without a doubt a direct shot at Kendrick. And first off, the fact that this caption is written better than any of the quotables on some of Drake's actual diss tracks like The Hard Part 6 is absolutely hilarious. And overall, just by playing the captioning game right now, it only makes Kendrick's disses once again look stronger and stronger, as they are only being further validated as we sit with them longer and just watch Drake spiral out of control and do everything that he said. When we look at Drake's first full-on attempt since The Hard Part 6 at trying to poke Kendrick Lamar and see what the asterisks he's trying to throw on this L now to make it look better is, it all really just gets more telling of the absolute state of delusion that Drake is stuck within. But in some ways, we have to give him some credit, because where Drake's attempts at saving his name and image with his two most recent features he has done have only backfired, what he's doing here is at least accomplishing something for him, I guess, because it has sparked a discussion around Drake and Kendrick that is making people question Lamar in some shape, and that's also helping Drake fans.
I don't know what helps Drake fans right now, but let me take a second and say it's your boy What's Up G, back with another banger reaction. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. I don't really know what Drizzy's trying to do with this. You get what I'm saying? But I would definitely say I'm tired of the theatrics. You gotta hold that L, my boy.
Hope and imagine that in actuality he is the winner of this feud, and this is because in the post, Drake is still standing on the fact that he is above Kendrick by first off calling himself a goat, but much more substantially, Drake says that goats don't worry about one-trick ponies, and again, somehow, Drake's caption has better writing than whatever the absolute messes of everything he has given us since Family Matters has been, because this has a double meaning, as Drake isn't just saying this phrase to describe Kendrick, but he's referring to a classic film, which, interesting enough, just as he referenced the Whitney Houston movie Bodyguard in Push-Ups with a bar that he sure does regret and ended up becoming the basis for how personal Kendrick Lamar took everything, as he flat out stated on Meet the Grams. Here he is referring to the 1980 film One Trick Pony, and if you didn't think that this was intentional from Drake, between the fact that this film stars another musician in Paul Simon, which between Drake name dropping two films starring very popular artists from decades past, definitely is some sort of trend or just thread he's trying to weave and keep up, but more eye-opening, and what confirms that Drake is just trying to re-aggravate Kendrick in some shape or form. The actual film One Trick Pony follows a story that, in Drake's mind, aligns with everything he has been trying to paint across about Kendrick throughout his diss tracks, as just reading what the synopsis of this film is. We can see exactly what Drake was doing with this caption, as it says, Jonah is an aging rock star trying to put together a new album in the face of an indifferent record label and a talentless producer. At the same time, he is struggling to save his marriage, and I won't lie, this is clever on Drake's end, but at the same time, I think this is showing us that while it may seem like Drake may be trying to start a round two with Kendrick by once again dissing him to his millions of followers, I think what we will find out soon, and what's actually going on, is that Drake is now implementing a new strategy to save his career that isn't actually trying to put him within a musical duel with Kendrick again, as we all know how bad that went, but it's trying to get ahead of the even further damage control that is going to need to be done when Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out and Friends concert goes down in LA very soon, and when the rollout for his teased and highly anticipated album begins, because Drake knows at this point, any success Kendrick Lamar sees, whether the music is about him or not, is only going to hurt his reputation, as we will see Kendrick get more and more praise, and prove that his claims about there being no big three become perceived as fact by more and more people when it comes to MCs that offer the complete artistic package just beyond the optics of hype, streams, and sales. Drake has at least realized that he is going to have to get a lot more tactical to walk out of what is pretty much going to be wave 2 of negativity towards him in any sort of position of strength, and he is doing this now by beginning to weave together a narrative around Kendrick, which is trying to diminish his success and legitimacy as an artist, as he is painting him out to be a lost individual who's...
He's definitely trying to create a new narrative that maybe Kendrick's only good at this one thing, and he's a goat that's good at multiple things, but it don't matter, he killed you at that one thing. So what we saying?
career is no longer in the state of success that it once was, and now he is on the search to regain any sort of relevance as his personal life falls apart. And while Drake trying to push across this narrative to his fans that are willing to believe just about anything he says, that Kendrick is a one-trick pony because he can only gain relevance from mentioning Drake's name and that his music is also one-dimensional, just like a lot of the things Drake has done. When you really consider what these claims are stating and see how they hold up to Kendrick, anybody will see that from the 5 tracks Kendrick released throughout this feud alone, there's never been this amount of artistic range being shown at once, as from a Metro Boomin club banger to a gritty Alchemist beat to a DJ Mustard loop that channels everything his greatness and the West Coast stands for. Kendrick showed that he really is the ultimate MC, as he can plug his abilities into every corner of the rap world and beyond this. While this has started a debate already where Drake stands are arguing that because Drake can sing and hop onto so many different waves of music, he is more versatile, I think it is important to remember that versatility isn't just about how many different styles of music you can dip your feet into, but that it's also about the range of music you can operate in at a high level. And when you compare this, and you see how Drake gets criticized for riding trends and copying musical styles with no creativity whatsoever, and see how Kendrick is able to bend himself and his abilities into songs as popular as Travis Scott's Goosebumps, but also as gritty and abstract as Danny Brown's Really Dough off the experimental hip-hop masterpiece Atrocity Exhibition. Don't get me wrong, Drake's versatility is incredible for what it is, but it is easy to lose sight of how shallow it gets beyond just hopping on a trend or dipping his toes into something, as opposed to Kendrick, who can go all in on anything and be his best self, from decade-defining hits to the most intense of deep cuts. So to bring this full circle and see how while Drake is trying to prepare for the sea of attacks that are going to come right back at him as Kendrick Lamar kicks into gear what is up next for his rap career, despite the tactics of this move being smart, as he is trying to create a safety net for him and begin to redirect how people perceive Kendrick's victory and his abilities as an MC. And as a result, is trying to plant a seed that will end up making Kendrick Lamar's upcoming album look desperate and that it needed Drake to succeed. Outside of his fan base, who has shown that they will twist anything out there to cope with the reality of what has been an all-time low year for Drake, is any of this enough to really sway the public opinion about Drake right now and make people discredit Kendrick Lamar? Because while Drake has been trying to build this narrative already that Kendrick is so desperate and hungry for attention, and then he's using this beef for promotion, people have already rejected this idea, and as Drake continues to stay outside and at the end of the day beyond the layers of this social media post, which is already pathetic to just do all of this when considering this is a rap beef and people want to see everything settled with a microphone. At the end of the day, all of this is only making him look worse, as it's proving everything Kendrick said to be true. What does this man not understand? So all in all, if you are Drake, please go into hiding for a while, let this pass, and try to come back stronger, because with these clownish antics that are showing him to be not over this beef one bit, and that are still trying to change a score that has already been written in the books, he's only going to destroy every single thing that he stands for. So let me know, what do you think about the newest moment and what I'm going to call the never-ending downfall of Drake? I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you want to see what Drake's worst song is, and how it did one-of-a-kind damage to his career while also seeing other rappers who stained their own careers forever by releasing songs that embarrassed them.
Shout out, bro. He sees clearly. You get what I'm saying? This is another banger. I kind of see it as when I first seen the tweet of the One Trick Pony, or the Instagram post, I said he's trying to create a new narrative. That bro is only good at one thing. He can only do one thing. And that Drake is good at multiple things. So when Kendrick does his rollout for his album, he's going to try to paint it as he's Manny Pacquiao and I'm Floyd. Y'all only know about Manny Pacquiao because he keep coming for Floyd. That's how he going to try to spin this joint. I'm telling you right now, he's going to take the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao starter kit. All right? And he's going to try to say, yeah, y'all, he only relevant and he only popping, he only doing numbers because he mentioned me. That's his best defense. That's all he can really try to spin it as. You get what I'm saying? Now, what Kendrick does with this energy, I kind of think he should do a lot of what Drake did to Meek Mill. He should go on stage. He should humiliate him. He should bring this subject up. No, we're not done with this subject. We're not going to revisit it as far as a battle, because that goes against the 48 laws of power. One of the 48 laws of power, y'all, is never go past the point that you set forth in victory. Meaning, if I say that the win is going to be right there, and then I get to that point and I win, I can stop right there, because if I continue, I can actually bring up a dead body. I can bring up a zombie, and you can get back at me. You get what I'm saying? So if I already beat you, I leave you there and keep it pushing. If I keep trying to bring you back, then you have the opportunity to then make it maybe 1-1, or you make it even. That's just a 48 law of power. You don't go past that point. But you can talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Especially in the realm that they're both in. I look at Kendrick at this point as the victor in that situation. And it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So it's your boy, What's Up, G. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm back with another banger. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. Y'all rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. We're on our way to 10K. Oh, yeah. And if ain't nobody told you today, I love y'all. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That boy Drizzy said he a one-trick pony. That one-trick pony just cooked you.